What's good, YouTube family? Quick message for somebody out there, especially anybody going through anxiety. This is for you. Stop limiting yourself, all right? And don't allow your fears to cripple you to the point to where you don't make any progress towards the things that you ultimately want to experience in life. If there's something that you want to experience in life and you fear doing it, or you're not as confident, you don't feel like you have what it takes, but you ultimately want to have what it takes, you ultimately want to get over those fears, then a technique that you can use, okay? Something that I've used. Utilize your natural talents, or figure out your natural talents. Figure out your abilities, your natural abilities, what people always like about you, you're just really good at, okay? Figure out those things and find ways to kind of finesse and use those gifts to face your fears, all right? And you don't have to face your fears in a certain way. You don't have to face your fear in the same way somebody else faced their communication skills fear, or the same way somebody else faced their fear of getting a new job, or the same way somebody else faced their fear of developing confidence that they can approach people to pursue relationships with you. There's so many different avenues that we can take to face our fears. That's the beauty in it. And not only that, you can utilize your gifts, and there's even opportunities that you can come across that you can also use to utilize your gifts. But make sure that you're not fearing things and feeling like you're limiting yourself, like this is the only way this can happen, because there's so many different routes you can take. I'm going to give you an example. There was this guy who liked to go to the mall, and he was really bad at greeting. He wasn't a good greeter, okay? So what he did was he went to the mall, and really when you're facing your fears, you're gonna have to put yourself outside of your comfort zone, because our fears keep us in our comfort zone. So he decided that he was gonna go to the escalators, right? And he was gonna put himself at the end of the escalator, and he was gonna greet every person that came down the escalator, and shake their hand and look them in their eye, and tell them have a good day. And he said he did this for about a week, and mind you, he struggled with social anxiety, so he was never really good at it at first. But he said at the end of that week he was great at it, and he said he also noticed that by the end of each day he wasn't as anxious as he was when he first started doing it. So I say all that to say, this guy found an opportunity, he seized it. Not only that, he strengthened a muscle. He strengthened his mental muscle, right? And allowed himself to turn his greatest weakness, into his strength, dude. And so that's what it's all about.